Welcome back to another episode of Fishy Toys. Today we got a special guest. This is Allan from the Vintage Toy Vault, and he's here to talk a little bit about his shop up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so we have done online sales for like almost 2 years. It's been almost 2 years. It all started because I was just collecting He-Man toys, like
The rest of us.
Awesome, and I realized that all the things that I wanted I couldn't get for cheap if I kept trying to buy them one at a time, or like I couldn't find the accessories I needed. So as long as I started buying collections, I could get what I wanted. And then that's when you start with saying you're only going to collect one thing, and the next thing you know, I want every variant. I want this, I want this, I want this. Oh, this is different because there's a paint speck on the shoulder. So then it evolved into this craziness, and then I was selling on another page, and it was just a lot of like friction with the guy that ran a page and myself. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start my own page. And then I networked with, like, Scarecrow's House and Trap House Toys, like, different groups to build
some wonderful Facebook groups, guys.
Some fun networks. And so, like, Ultimate Toy was a big inspiration because they were doing multiple toy lines, not just one. So I was like, okay, I used to have 1 million toys, so I can get into this. And then next thing I know, my live sales turned into buying huge sales and then huge collections and then nowhere to put the collections. And I was like, I'm going to start a store. So for the third time, I've owned my house for 2 years. For the third time, I remodeled the basement. I took our 2-car garage completely out, put French doors in, put the store in. And then a month in, less than a month, I realized this is way too small. So here we are, June 1st, we are moving to a new location.
Woo! Well, that's super exciting. You're going to have a lot of room.
Tons
and the
of
new
room.
location will be right downtown, won't it?
Yeah, like I'm literally probably 120 feet from like the most popular stores in town, things like that. Now I'm a little bit off the beaten path because there wasn't storefronts of the size that we needed. That was like a big thing. I had tons of storefronts. I could have been side by side with some great shops, but the size was killing me.
Size is more important than location.
I think so. And that was, I needed storage, I needed like a nice place, and the back has this huge like 1/4 acre green grass flat lot. So I could do like flea market Saturdays, I could do parking, like we could do little fun things, and that's what we wanted. Even doing the live sales, I didn't want to be that guy that has the item just spinning and spinning on the thing and you just watch it and I milk every penny. I wanted to do something fun every time I do a live sale. So and people can feel it out. Like if I'm pumped up for it, it's like a crazy live. And then if I'm drinking a few beers toward the end of the sale, for some reason things go really cheap. But I mass
that's
sell.
all part of the fun, right?
It's super fun. Like this trip has just you work every day as an adult and you're told this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do. I have a daughter at home, 7 months old, so everything had to make sense, money, spending, things like that, so normal work. And I finally it hit me one day, I'm mowing grass and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do toys, I want to have fun with my life still. How can I raise my kid to grow up and do whatever you want to do if daddy's not doing it? So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this. And then Murdoch got a van full of stuff, so I was like, I'm going to do a road trip. And I've done this road trip. I got chased by a tornado, and here I am.
Awesome. That's a story for another time. I'm sure that's going up on the Vintage Toy Vault Facebook page, because that'll be an awesome story.
That was,
But, yeah, so you set off the other day with a van full of toys and are delivering and meeting collectors
all
and
over the country.
Picking up collections everywhere.
Yeah, so I can read you guys a state list because that was the only way I'd be able to like idea myself where I was going. So I have 1%, so I'll talk fast. I went from Maryland to Pennsylvania to Delaware to New Jersey to New York, back to PA, back to home. And then I left from here. I went through Pennsylvania, Columbus, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Chicago, down through Missouri to Arkansas where I am now. And then I'm heading through Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and then back to Pennsylvania
Wow.
in 5 days, 54 hours.
That is a lot of driving. And it's all for the toys.
All for the toys. All for the toys. It's been a treat. It's been a treat.
That is super cool. And it sounds like you're actually getting to really enjoy yourself, getting out.
The people I've met is what is so fun. Like, because you do a live sale, you do a podcast, you do fun stuff. People are seeing you. They're not getting to see their interaction. You're not getting to see them when they get their stuff. So, like, you go to shows and stuff. It's one thing you catch up with a couple people, but doing this, like I've been able to see in the last 5 days people's collections that people will probably never get to see because of what they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's breath. Now I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
So where we live, we get a lot of rain sometimes. We get some winds. So I was coming to your home this morning and I noticed a tractor trailer that only had 3 foot of roof left. Yeah. At what point does that become, you know what, I'm gonna live here?
This is record breaking.
Okay.
This is a record breaking flood for us.
And it's not even from us. It is from up north right now.
It's
so
it's
all coming down.
Because that was scary. Like, I couldn't imagine that.
All those storms up in, like, the Joplin area and up north of there. Jersey had one. There was a ton of northern storms and a ton of western storms. And we're right on the Arkansas River, and everything flows down.
So we are in the River Valley area. I mean, we can walk maybe just not even a quarter of a mile and be at the river right down here.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
So where we're at, you're seeing like probably the worst of it.
Okay, because I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, I hope everything's in totes so it floats. You know? We'll just gather them up.
That's good.
Gosh, man.
It's this is the worst flood we've had since I believe 1943.
Okay.
So it's not normally this bad. We do normally get a ton of rain, and we are right in Tornado Alley. In 1996, right where you're sitting, was almost completely leveled.
Yeah.
Like literally,
I
I remember walking in this room April 20th, I think, or 21st, in 1996, and all the ceiling was down. Most of this wall was gone. Literally, all this was gone, and it was just like, this is crazy.
When you get the warnings, where do you go?
On the porch to look at the tornado?
Yeah.
We're Southern boys.
There's 2 ways you can do it. You can run and hide and find, I guess, like, if we actually saw something, we'd try and get to, like, the bathroom, hide in the bathtub kind of thing.
Because that was my question, because I'm going down the road, and, phone's going off, the radio changes, this guy's talking about, oh my god, there's a storm coming across this road. I'm like, whoa, where do I go? Like, where do I go? And then you hear, boom, a car hit a hotel, and people have passed away, and I'm like, there's a car and a motorcycle inside of a hotel room. I'm like, well, good thing we're sleeping in the van. So, like, I don't know, like, you guys, that was pretty, I'm thinking in my head, like, you know what, I don't care what's in Oklahoma for toys, I'm not coming back, like, I've learned my lesson. You guys live a different life.
Don't come during the spring.
That's the trick.
Because we don't get snow. You guys get snow.
Yeah, we get snow.
We don't get any of that. We get some ice occasionally, and it's like one day, and everybody freaks out because it's icy, and that's it. You don't have snowbanks. You just get twisters and giant rains and stuff like that.
And you guys, now, I've been saving turtles from the road, and you guys shared a picture of a turtle the size of a manhole cover. That's your normal turtle?
No. Those are actually from the savannah.
Okay.
Now, what some of our followers don't know, I actually keep a small zoo. Personally.
Okay, nice.
It's not a real zoo. It might as well be.
Okay.
But I have 3 African sulcata tortoises, and all in the 60 to 100 pounds, and they do live with me year round. I also have a bunch of sliders and soft shells, and I keep around 13,000 gallons of freshwater fish, and just crazy stupid things like that. I have lots of stupid hobbies.
But our normal turtle here is about what you would see.
A normal box turtle.
Almost like every pet shop, the turtles with the red on their face.
Yeah,
those are our native turtles here.
Yeah,
when
we get like the flash flood stuff, like last year I had a picture up. So you're driving down the road, you see debris, you like swerve. I swerved, and I was like, that was a fucking turtle. And I'm like, that was a turtle. Back up the shoulder. This turtle was so big. It was a snapper, alligator snapping turtle.
Yeah.
It was so mean looking, and I just kept thinking, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like he was the bad guy in it. So I pick him up, and he's like, head's coming out, and I'm like, if he gets me, I no longer have a hand. So he stunk. Like his smell was so bad. Terrible. So I'm like, going in the work truck, and the guy's like, whoa, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? So he's like up on the chair. I put the turtle in where his floorboard is, and he's hissing, and we go down a couple miles, make a right, and I let him off to where this pond is, and the guy's like, that thing could have ate your hand. I'm like, well, if he'd kept it close, he'd ate your dog. Like, it was so big, but
they get massive. Awesome. Those are native here.
Yeah.
We have those native in the
that,
river.
You know what? And that's again why
I have one in my kitchen.
I go in pools. I just go.
It's not that big.
That's crazy. Oh, toys.
Yeah.
This is what toys has done to me.
Yes.
I've learned more in the last 6 months about fun and happiness and adventure than probably in the last 30 years.
Yep.
You know,
It's
the
awesome.
people. You don't know. You can sell it to a doctor. You can sell it to a zoo owner. You can sell it to anyone. You don't know anyone's background. You know, and you'll see someone with like a beater car or a really nice car, and you get inside and they can have $1 million collection. You just don't know. I like that. There's no way to judge a book by its cover. You know.
Yeah, I drive a 69-year-old car most of the time.
I love it.
So that's not a pretty one either.
Yeah.
It's just a cool old resto mod.
Yeah,
but I own a lot of toys.
That's and that was it. Like I knew because I had the Corvette, and that was like my pride and joy, and that was fun.
So
and I was like,
Corvette guy.
I can't spend $700 a month on this, knowing there's so much I want to do with my shop. So I let it go, and I occasionally see it on Instagram or Facebook, and I'm like, that was fun. Like when the time hop comes up, and you're like, ugh.
Oh,
Let me go get my dirty work truck right now with grass clippings, and you know what I mean. Like there's nothing like.
You had a C6, didn't you?
I had a C6. Yeah, it had 511 horsepower to the wheels. It was fun. And it was galaxy wrapped and crazy. But now.
Yeah, it was.
I
wrapped.
do have a really beautiful 2018 Cummins pickup truck Ram. I shouldn't say Dodge. They don't. I have a Dodge Ram. Okay, that's what it was. Now you call a dealership, they're like, I'm sorry, you have a what? I have a Ram 2500. But we're getting it wrapped and the trailer wrapped. And Jared and Rich, a couple of admin guys, have been working on some decals and ideas.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Our truck wrap actually looks like a multiple vehicle, all different angles of different vehicles into one, and that's my truck.
Well, that's really neat.
Yeah, and like the trailer will look like a wrestling ring with all different toy lines in it.
That'll be awesome. Man.
My partner's calling me.
Cool. Yeah, that's my background is definitely a lot different than his. I'm more the corporate life.
Yeah.
Minimalist, corporate, stable job.
Yep.
Everything. Just really wanting to make the move to that,
That's,
but I just
scary,
cannot do it.
The initial fear is, I don't, and people don't understand. It's like you think, he does sell toys. It's not that big of a deal. The amount of money that goes into doing it, and the trips, and the traveling, the packing, the hours. No one, and it's sometimes frustrating because you do a sale. And for example, last week was our biggest sale we've ever done. We sold over 1,200 items. That's not including guys that bought entire collections out. That's one item. That's one line item, one person. Yeah. So when you're packing that and you're working, from 4:30 to 3:30 in the day, and then you come home and you pack all night long. And then the alarm's going off, so I'll just go back to work. And then you get guys who are like, I didn't get tracking yet. I didn't get ship yet. It's a little frustrating sometimes. Like I'm working really hard, I promise, but. And that's when it hits you, like, you have to give it your all or don't do it at all because you're only going to half-ass it. And so then that's when I went on a road trip around America right now. Here I am in Arkansas.
I try to balance it out.
Yeah.
He's 100% into it, and I'm sadly only putting maybe a quarter of my time into it, and I just want to do more and more and more, but at this time I just can't.
Well,
it's just...
my partner, Adam Behan, is... very he can have you see that item that you've been waiting for a year to come up online, and he'll see it and be like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you've been waiting, go get it now. I don't care the price, buy it, man. He's like, no, Allan, I have what I want to spend on it. And I'm like, I'll pay the difference, order it. Like, let's get it. I want to see it.
That's me.
So he's it's humbled and like, no, Allan, let's think about this through real quick. But it's scary because we bought in some big purchases. Like I just bought a store down south, the entire store. So that's more money than some people make in a year.
Yeah.
And so he's like, Allan, you need to think about everything through. Are you going to be good on bills? Are you going to be good on this? Like how long is it going to take to sell? Where are you putting it? How are you getting it here? And I'm like, all right, I didn't think about any of that yet, but I know if we get it, it's going to be great. And he's like, that's why you're so different. Like that mentality is like, it'll work. Trust me. Yeah. I got this.
Same mentality.
You'll see.
I just try to bring the reins in and just
look at all the great things.
Because you're not going to be able to stop it. You just can try and
steer it. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, you're not going to stop the train, but you can definitely maybe control where it's going sometimes.
And that's every day.
And
sometimes the wheels fall off.
It just goes crazy. Because he said that to me before. So when we're buying this one store, and so that took a huge down payment, which means that money's going to buy next toys and next lots and next collections. And this guy approaches us with a new collection, and I'm like, Adam, I want this. And he's like, I don't know, man. You sure you can move that? Da da da. And we bought it, and then like the pressure kicked in. It was the first time I felt any pressure doing toys ever, was because my word means a lot to me. And I told this guy, I'm going to buy your collection, the remaining balance, when I come down on June 8th. And I just spent, thousands of dollars on this collection, so this needs to happen. And it worked, and it worked out great. And Adam was like, man, you did it. And I was like, yeah. I can sleep now. And then here I am in America. I haven't slept at all. So that's it. Like, the risk is the greatest reward. Like, it's been powerful. Like, it's very fun. Everyone's like, man, aren't you bored? You're driving all night, all day, all night, all day. The music, checking social media, seeing what's going on. It's been the only time I've had a break in months. So this has been a break.
Yeah.
In my mind.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I realized how much candy that I can eat. Because I've eaten more junk food in 5 days. Like,
I candy reviews too.
Dude,
So.
I'm gonna die from my candy intake. Like, and I am 32 years old, and I just experienced how good peanuts were about 6 months ago. So I eat more peanuts right now. I'm catching up with the 32 years I missed. When I was little, I wouldn't eat anything with peanuts in it. I didn't like it. And then now it's like, you have to, like in my truck, I have rubber floor mats, thank God. I will have 200 peanut shells, dude. I'll get out the truck and I'm like, I got your toys right here. Like if anyone has a peanut allergy, don't buy from me. You're going to have some conditions. Like you're opening and unboxing, you see the people start rashing out, like getting all sweaty. I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot to warn you. I need a peanut warning on all my boxes. Yeah.
Just bring a wet wipe.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been a ride, and it's exciting to see where it's going.
That's all. I mean, this guy right here, he runs on honey buns, energy.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. Oh my God, a case of honey buns, like. In my live sales, whenever you see my head go like out of the sale, I'm usually taking a bite of something. Like, because I try not, or I hold a mock up and I'm like, eat faster, come on, it's only got 30 seconds. Like, I'm chewing so fast. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've like just completely almost choked on something, or I'm eating too fast, or like gotta go to the bathroom mid sale. I'm like, I gotta go. Like, you know what? I should not have eaten 12 sandwiches.
Exactly.
But
it's
thank
crazy.
you guys very much for having me out. This has been amazing.
I'm so glad to meet you.
Yeah,
and there will be a kind of a follow-up video of all the stuff Allan just dropped off in the driveway.
Yeah.
You know those impulse purchases? You're going to get to see one.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's been big.
So anyway, as always, please like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed.
We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Peace.